Wow, phenomenal stuff. Could this possibly be another gold medal for the USA in the men's department? We're going to talk about that. Keyshawn Davis is a beast. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. Throw a like on the video. When you guys hit the like button, it goes a long way to notify others primarily that the content is fire and this could be something they're looking for. Now, a bit different. Normally I cover pro boxing, but I had to talk about this because I did catch it. This was the amateur Olympics, you know. So Keyshawn Davis fought Sofiane Uma. Like, I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but he's out of France. And he just got an emphatic victory, a second round knockout. And this was great stuff. Brilliant boxing. The timing was beautiful by Keyshawn Davis. Now, a couple things to note. Keyshawn Davis already fought Sofiane of France. He already fought him in the past and he already beat him. But I believe it was a decision. So to see him get a second round knockout where he destroys him and then the ref waves it off was impressive stuff. Now, if you watch the fight, you know, it was only 2 rounds. Beautiful stuff. You see in this scene, I feel like Sofiane out of France, he almost had an Amir Khan, Roy Jones-esque type of style. He kept his hands increasingly low, and some guys are extremely comfortable like that. So you could tell this is how he fights. It wasn't like some people lack fundamentals, so they keep their hands low. This was just part of his style. And the thing I noticed that he was doing a lot in this fight was he was trying to offset Keyshawn Davis with a real frenetic style, a lot of energy and lunging and kind of leaping in, jumping in and popping in, kind of like what Pacquiao does ish. And Keyshawn Davis just timed him and it was beautiful. So he had kind of like, it's just like a real kind of herky-jerky ambush style, right? And guys like that can be hard to time and hard to get a read on. So to catch his timing in the second round, a guy that's experienced and a guy that experienced with you particularly was very impressive. You see Keyshawn Davis has the tight defense and he just evaded both of those shots. Look, so this guy's kind of like, it was almost wild. Like he came in, he ducked under that, slipped that, rolled out, and look, right back on defense. Right back on defense. Especially with, like I said, a guy who has this ambush style. Look, and then he launched a huge left and missed that. And you see Keyshawn Davis is protecting himself. You know, reminiscent of kind of even like how Floyd puts the guard up high. So great defense by Keyshawn Davis. Guy's style kind of like a Amir Khan-ish. Now, this was obviously effective for him because he was the top seed and he was a silver medalist out of France, right? So you see him and he had a lot of bounce in his step. He resets. Look, a little bit of upper body movement. He comes in, Keyshawn Davis comes in, doesn't throw the punch. He made it look like he was going to, but he must have seen something. Or it's probably, what I'm trying to break down is, it looks like the guy's style was trying to counter and bait him in, and he shelled up. And he was trying to line, the guy, Sofiane, was trying to line him up with the right, and then boom, just whizzes by. And then nice counter by Keyshawn, back to the high defense. Beautiful stuff. Very beautiful stuff. See, yeah, the guy has good bounce. Sofiane has good bounce. Let me see if I get to the point. Look, hands low like Roy. That's what I was telling y'all. See, look, puts coal in the house. Did I just say that? He got his hands super low, and he was made to pay for this. So look, ha. Right here. I think this is the part. Low guard, trying to find his opening. Then he puts his guard up briefly. Ha. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. Bop. Game over. Game over. Look at feet planted. Beautiful overhand right, crushing right. Hit him right on the button. And this is the risk when you had that Pacquiao or Amir Khan ambush style or that herky jerky jump in, you have to, your opponent, if they make you respect it, in this case Keyshawn Davis did that, then you're going to be in a world of trouble. And that's what happened. Immediately after this, you see his legs buckle, like he was drunk. Now they're doing the Olympics and stuff with no headgear, so it's more reminiscent to the pro game. Speaking of pro, just add this: Keyshawn Davis is a pro. They changed the rules a couple years ago where they started allowing people who, even if you're a pro fighter, you can still, make it to the Olympics and be in the Olympics. So Keyshawn Davis, he has a record of like 3-0, I think it is, with 2 knockouts. And he knew he was good, he was in the qualifiers with the same dude and stuff like that. So he tried his hand at it, and it looks like he could advance. But look at the dude trying to find his spot to jump in. And as he's trying to jump, beautiful timing. Wow, crushing. It almost reminded me of when Floyd got caught by Maidana in the second fight. Maidana and a lot of fighters out of Argentina throw a very similar overhand right. You seen Brian Castaño of Argentina? He kind of threw that with Jermell Charlo. He had, very creative right hands from some of these Argentines, right? And even though this guy's from France, I'm just giving you guys an example. A lot of fighters out of Argentina have a beautiful right hand and namely a beautiful overhand right. But if you look at the Floyd in the last few seconds of that round, where Maidana, I think he threw an overhand over Floyd's jab and caught him, and they said Floyd's tooth came out. Boom. It reminds me of that. Sergio Martinez, another fighter out of Argentina, when he knocked out Paul Williams, but he was a southpaw, so he caught him with the left, overhand left, if I'm not mistaken. And this is just beautiful stuff by Keyshawn Davis. Boom. And he ate that, got hit, and his legs immediately, see, look, he weakened at Bernie's. And the ref seen it. And good thing for the ref had a great vantage point. You see what I'm saying? So he's looking at him, great refereeing. And he's like, and he does the standing 8. Look, you can see he's drunk. I can't show you all of it. Wow. Keyshawn Davis, true sportsman. He's like, yeah. Celebrating, but he goes to, his neutral corner. The ref takes a look at him. Now, I hate when fighters do this. The ref's checking him out, and he starts smiling, which, if you know boxing, we all know that's usually when someone lands a great shot and you're visibly rocked or hurt or buzzed by it, and the person starts to smile. I feel like that, that's just confirmation to me. I know everyone does it in boxing, but I just feel like that's confirmation that you really were hurt. You smiling, but I don't know. I guess people, even when Andre Ward got dropped by Kovalev, he got up and smiled. I think, these guys are tough and stuff, so they don't want to show the pain. They got poker faces and stuff, but look, he looked and smiled, but he was badly hurt. And the ref's trying to get his attention. And I think when he smiled, that because he's looking at the celebration, that looks like you detach from, what the ref's talking about. So I don't know if that was a good move by him. The ref's trying to take a look at him, and you take a second to stop and, see what he's doing. And then the ref continues to count you out. And I guess in his eyes or whatever, the ref didn't like what he seen. The guy, he complained, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm good. But the ref called it off. Brilliant stuff. Keyshawn Davis obviously celebrating. Now, Keyshawn Davis also sparred with, speaking of another Davis, he sparred with Gervonta Davis before. He's a bad boy, but this is another look at it. Yup. It's over. Rocked him. Yup. Beautiful stuff. And look it. This is how you know the kid is talented. The timing was impeccable. Feet planted, overhand right, Argentine style. Bow. Rocked him. And as a fighter, you don't know the man's badly hurt and all that. You don't know how he's going to eat the punch or how he's going to react. So he's out of the way of danger. Like, so any type of counter, he's in the matrix swaying, to duck any counter. And you see his hands kind of limp because he's rocked, but he's out of the way of danger. And then he's creating that space and distance and backing up to the point and getting back into a position where he can shoot more offense if need be, but it wasn't needed in this particular match, So watch. Boom, vicious shot, defense, back up, get back into position, great fundamentals. And then this is the ref count him out. See, I don't know how he's looking at him. I don't know how he did that, but it is what it is. He got counted out, second round knockout. USA, we got one. Look at the defense. Bow, hurt, defense. Bow, defense. Man, there's going to be probably a bidding war. There's probably going to be a bidding war, especially if he gold medals. Top Rank's going to try to get him. Eddie Hearn probably going to try to get him. Definitely the PBC going to try to get him. He has a lot of relationships. I think he's cool with Shakur Stevenson, maybe even Terrence Crawford. We'll see. We'll see what he decides to do. But the kid looks special, and he might end up fighting Cuba's Andy Cruz in the gold medal match, which is cool because Andre Ward was the last male, because we did have Clarissa Shields, but that's in the women's category. But for males in the USA, Andre Ward was the very last US male to gold medal. And I believe that was in 2004 when he became a gold medal for the men's category at light heavyweight. Speaking of Ward, fellow Olympian, once Olympian, always an Olympian. So he was checking it out. And he says, big second round stoppage from Keyshawn Davis in Tokyo. Beautiful boxing and an overhand right that got the job done. 2 down, 3 to go for the gold medal, Tokyo 2020. So that has to be an incredible moment for Keyshawn Davis, who has a hell of an opportunity at this point. He has a hell of an opportunity to capture gold, and to see big bro like Andre Ward, somebody who's been in your same position in his category. He's at lightweight. Keyshawn Davis, Andre Ward again was at light heavy. And at the end of the day, that has to feel good. Now he woke up. Look at Errol Spence, another Olympian. Sharp-ish, boy, you was locked in. On to the next. This has to be great. He got a fight with Pacquiao. Errol Spence, a fellow Olympian, just like Andre Ward. People got their own lives and stuff like that, and they all tuning in and checking. And he said, thanks, legend. Oh, I didn't see this. This is dope. So Keyshawn Davis is the truth, man. I'm very happy. Talented young brother, man. What else? I think there's a post I was trying to get to. He said he woke up feeling like today was the day or something like that, and it absolutely was for him. You know what I mean? He looked good. He looked good. Beautiful boxing. Oh, there it is. He said today gonna be one of my best performances, and that it was. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis. Very talented fighter on the up and coming. What else do I want to say? Oh, let me say this. Sofiane Umaha, he fought Teofimo Lopez in Rio. That's something people don't know. I guess you can find it. I think you can find it online if you guys want to watch it. God dang. Bro, why they got I never seen his picture, my bad. Why they got him looking like that? Why they got the boy Tio like, hey, bro, Tio, you got to call this photographer. They got veins coming out. Wow, I'd never seen this picture. I knew they fought, but I watched the fight actually. But that picture looked crazy. It looked like he punching the snot out of his nose. But anyway, this dude is tough. He's talented. He fought Teofimo and he beat him. Damn. And you can say fighters grow and progress, so it's not a knock on Teofimo. Great fighters have lost previously. Floyd Mayweather. His was kind of BS, but dude from France, this is who Keyshawn Davis just knocked out. A guy who beat the talented Teofimo Lopez previously. And Teofimo as a pro, evolved his style and beat Lomachenko, and he beat Richard Commey by knockout. and Richard Comey and Lomachenko might fight each other. So it just goes to show you that Teofimo, he's raw and he's elevated his game, but it shows you that who Keyshawn Davis just beat is, I mean, just look at the picture. It tells you everything you need to know. He beat a real deal, top seed, silver medalist, etc. from France. On to the next one. Let me know what you guys think. If you love what I'm doing, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Sir Keyshawn Davis. Brilliant stuff. And I'll be tuned in for the finale. I'll see you at the gold medal match, boy. Peace.